All right, it's actually time to get real. Good day, Nigerians. Glad to be back and here again in one spirit. And I'm also glad that Nigerians are still keeping up with the resilient spirit in this period. It's me, your host, Kikelo Matonda. That never change. Keeping it real on Real Talk with Kike. Many thanks to our public health workers again for their firm resolution and struggling in the firm against COVID-19. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. Please catch up by following us on all our social handles, Real Talk with Kike, and subscribe to our YouTube page, Real Talk with Kike. We are on the program with two media practitioners who are stakeholders and power mites in the industry. They are on the show to brighten our perspectives on the role of media and the powerful tool it has been since the onset of COVID-19's scourge. Let's give a warm welcome again to Mr. Tunumbu. It's a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out to share part of your evening with us. So, going straight to the point, Mr. Sheyi Tunumbu, can our audience get to know you better aside the brief introduction I just made about you?
Okay. My name is Shane.
Yeah.
I am a husband, a father,
Yes.
a business entrepreneur, philanthropist, and all-round Nigerian and Russian.
All right, thank you for that. Your foundation, Nuela, is currently a significant segment of the digital advertising board to disseminate information on COVID-19 to the public. How can you describe the information communication during this pandemic and what more needs to be done during this period?
Okay. I think for us, there's been a lot of misinformation globally, not just in Nigeria as a whole, with regards to the COVID-19 pandemic that we're all experiencing right now. So for us on Loadside, it's been an important part for us to make sure that we're able to filter and get the right information out to the public through the use of the medium and information that we also been given by the government itself. So that way you can avoid misinformation. And I think that's one of the most important roles, creating awareness and letting people understand what the do's and don'ts during this period are, and trying to also make sure that we ourselves adhere to it as much as we can. So that's one of the things that we've also been very focused on.
All right, thank you so much for that response. That's quite revealing. We are linking up with our media guru, as earlier informed, Mr. Yinka Adebayo. We welcome you on the show again. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening to you. Nice to be on the show. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for taking time out to share part of your evening with me today. Can our listeners get to know you too, aside the brief introduction I've made about you?
Yeah, I think the brief introduction was, Yinka Adebayo. I work as the Executive Director of Media Investment for Media Reach, one of the leading media agencies in the country.
Okay.
And keep focused on media and marketing.
All right, thank you so much for that. So, what can we say of the growth that the media and advertising has amassed over the years in Nigeria?
Yeah, it's significant. You know that even the government that used to get an advertising before, they virtually embraced it. The last political dispensation saw a whole lot of political campaign going on there. And for the bank, it's given globally that there's nothing a brand can achieve without marketing. It's a key focus, it's a key factor, and that has rolled us significantly well on the media, which of course, interestingly, has led to the phenomenal growth of our media industry.
All right.
It's just that because of the little dislocation we had in the economy, that has impacted on our growth in the advertising sector. But certainly it's going to get better, and we're very optimistic that we'll do the better for it on the long run. Well, I think largely, I will personally refer to the media as the unsung hero during this period. I've seen a whole lot of accolades going on to the medical sector. Yes, those guys are fantastic, but the media equally needs to be commended. You guys have only succeeded in keeping us abreast of information. You've equally succeeded entertained and educated even at home, because sit at home would have been a nightmare and a most depressing situation for most people, if not for the media, keeping them busy, keeping them engaged, keeping them entertained at home. I think you guys deserve a round of applause for that.
Thank you so much for that. And I think that I would ask our honorable guest in the studio today. I know that he's also a media expert. As an advertising expert, you are of the opinion that branding can set the tone for future sales. What foresight should I say, can we actually analyze and say that this will give to our business and brands going forward?
I think for now it's understanding that right now it's more about the empathy. So the branding itself shouldn't be one that one will consider the financial gains, but understanding the hardship that people are going through. So for us, I always tell advise on my clients that yes, branding is still key during this period because it will also define and it can also either elevate or push your brand as a whole backwards if you choose to take a setback now. But it's very important to understand that, right now it's more of understanding the hardship that people are going through and how does your brand and how can your brand either impact their lives and not consider the financial benefits of your company as a whole and just consider more the hardship people are going through on a daily basis.
All right, thank you so much for that. Let me come to Mr. Yinka Adebayo. Post Ebola epidemic to COVID-19 pandemic, obviously media has expanded and grown. How well has the government of the day used the media in this period of crisis, if I may ask?
Well, I think to a large extent, it's been fair. I mean, in terms of getting information out, diverting information to the. I think that has been done really well. Just that a whole lot more needs to be done. In a situation where you guys, the media, are left grappling, struggling to get information, that is not good enough for us. We should get information readily available, knowing fully well the impact and the effect of the media on the populace. Having said that too, but I think even for the media too, we need to be wary. When we talk about news, we need to be conscious of what people are listening to and how they are listening to it.
Correct.
This calls for the fact that the media need to be more professional in their push, need to be behind the scenes to get news for the people. You find out that most people, yes, they are listening to it, but these days, oftentimes, most people tend to rely more on information they get on the digital space. And before you know it, it's sharing. So whether it's fake news or authentic news, but that shows clearly that the traditional media and above the line media need to rise up to the group by ensuring that information are provided to the people as at when needed, and usually go the extra mile. What they normally call in the school of journalism, investigative journalism. This is the right time to do it because yes, there is no doubting the fact that you cannot beat the digital when it comes to breaking the news.
Oh yes.
But really giving the comprehensive detail behind it, that is one area that I think we need to improve upon.
All right, thank you for that. So what I'm hearing from you is that the huge media transformation in the world during this pandemic period is here to stay, especially when it comes to technology helping to advance that sector. But Mr. Yinka, most businesses are gradually aligning to the online space to capture their customers even within the lockdown. Where do you see the transformation going?
Well, it's expected. Everybody is locked down these days, so the first thing they start doing is their phone. So the digital space, the digital media really is witnessing a kind of phenomenal growth, which is naturally expected, but it's a seasonal thing. It will still come. It still boils down to the fact that people need information on the go, and one of the areas where you can access it is actually in the digital space for now, which is expected. And you find out that brands naturally will gravitate towards where the audience is. So it's expected, but that growth too is something that needs to be held with caution. Caution in the sense that yes, it's important using the digital to gather information to others. But I still see where the traditional media will still have their own. I was discussing with somebody yesterday, and I was saying, look, before now, digital media get content from traditional media and put their platform. But today, it's unfortunate now that the traditional media now have to feed off digital to get information from their own space.
Yeah.
So it's a trend, and wherever the audience is, that's where the brand is. So it's expected that this people are not moved. Radio, your traditional peak period, which is usually in the morning, is no longer morning, no.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not afternoon because most people will sleep and probably won't wake up until 10, 11.
People like us.
So you find out that it is changing. This is one route that nobody has ever crossed.
All right.
So at the end of this journey, it's going to change a whole lot of the way we think, the way we do business, the way we host meetings. And I know of friends who have never done online banking before. Now,
I'm good
them are now forced to do it because the reality has done, and we just have to live with it.
All right, thank you so much for revealing that. I think I will just have to ask you the remaining few questions I have for you so that we can, let you be. I think the next question now is: the media is being used as a tool of governing decision in developed countries, like taking online product poll, referendum, election, etc. Are we there yet? Is this something that, do you think that this might be an hindrance to us in Nigeria, Mr. Yinka?
Well, it's not I don't see it as an hindrance to us. We just, you see, it's like a whirlwind. The only thing that is constant in life is change.
Yes.
And when you have the whirlwind,
but do you think that we're already using the tools?
We've been ready ever since. It's just unfortunate that, you see, I recall while I was stealing, one of my left gave a mobile telecommunication gets into the country. That's when we have little or no traffic, particularly in Lagos.
Okay.
I thought it was mad. But the reality is that because oftentimes you find out that most of the vehicles on the road are for trivial things. Here we are having an interview. I'm in the comfort of my home, social distancing. But there we are using the power of technology to put me live to millions of people. That's the power of technology. We've always had technology. But oftentimes for the Nigerian, you see, people are not easy to adapt to. But the reality, COVID has brought the reality or not. Many people have to use what they've never used before. I've been sitting on meetings this morning, having Zoom and all of that. It's not going to be, we'll save a whole lot of cost. All the vehicles we put on the road to go and have meetings, we'll probably cut it all off. These are meetings we discuss one-on-one. If I need to see you, I can do a call. If I need to have one-on-one audio with you, I can do audio meetings. And the whole business get done. I don't even need to see you to transact business with you. Right. These are things that have been happening in the market before. Now is the time for us to.
All right, thank you so much for that. So my next question, Liz. So I know that media is filled with so many propaganda these days, ranging from coronavirus to 5G to end-time conspiracies. It's a confusing terrain, feeding people with fear and confusion. What exactly is true, and what should we believe during this period?
Well, I think for me, that is where you traditional media you still have the edge. Why people will get information via digital and hold it with suspect. Once they get it from you, they believe it. But so you need, and that was what I was alluding to earlier, saying you need to up your game in terms of professionalism.
Yes.
Your reporters need to be out there, making sure they are getting factual information, making sure that whatever you've gotten on the digital media, you are still the reference point for authentic, factual, and well-researched information. Whether it's news, whether it's history, you still need to up the ante to finally deliver political value to the audience.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Adebayo, for joining us on our program today. It's been an absolute delivery from your media end. More power to your elbow. We will go a quick break and return after a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned.